Hello, beautiful souls. Today is January 10th. Wow, we're going so fast with this new year, and it feels like for me, I'm in this um, hmm, two portals, kind of like the same on December, but it's quite an interesting ride. So I'm gonna start with this. First week of January, I've been delving deep into the dolphins. So I want to show you The Call of the Dolphins by Lana Miller. I think this is so old, like 1989. Yeah, 1989. So that would be like 33 years, boy. Call of the Dolphins, and it still resonates to it just touches my heart. So for some reason, I've been waking up early, of course, because that's when the masters are waking you up. When there is no interference, less interference. Our consciousness is in stillness. Like the collective mind is asleep. So then the masters can wake you up, and you get to receive the download. So Amora Kuan Yin is amazing. I've delved into her work. She's a Pleiadian channel a while ago as well. So this is like a retrograde. Just like Venus is in retrograde. This is 1996. Okay. So let me bring you to the present. So Venus is retrograde, and Mercury is going retrograde on January 14th. So we're very close to it. So we're in this shadow, right? And I feel like the people that you have been having, and like unclosed business, like closure. You haven't had this final closure in soul level. Is going to come back to you and question you, right? Like it's a challenge. So I have been sleeping with my Labradorite. This is an amazing transformation rock, very strong, beautiful Labradorite. When you're going through dark night of the soul, like really just reminding you of your light within. So your light within. So if you follow me on Anchor Podcast, I just finished the Antares meditation activation. It's Antares Spears. It's called Antares Spears. So when you're doing the meditation, you open your hands like this, and you feel the energy of the Antares Spear. So Antares Spears is like a bubble of golden light that is one step away from oneness in the unified consciousness. So you can ask your divine light within to receive an entire sphere of oneness, harmony, balance, clarity, abundance. So those are the blessings that I ask for today. And every morning you can do that practice. And so I'm leading you to Anchor Podcasts, right? So then you can follow me there, because I feel like there's so many ways of communication, but with Anchor, with Spotify, all of these podcasts, it just really is easy for me because I don't need to see myself in the camera. So it's like just flowing, like talking, right? But always, I want to update you in YouTube. So I do this once a week. In Anchor Podcast, I do it more often. So you can follow me there. And so this is my favorite mug for this month. It's called Flourish. Flourish. I usually drink hot lemon and ginger every morning. It just refreshes me, and also it's an alkaline, right? Taking care of your pH balance. So I try to incorporate things, that are healthy and that gives me a high vibration, like high frequency. So like vegetables, right? Fruits. I'm not in that category of vegetarian, vegan. I'm still eating fish at times, so I'm not really extreme. I'm not that disciplined. So yeah, that's just me. So those are the things that's been coming to me, which is really interesting. Okay, so many years ago, I was trying to look at my journals, but I couldn't find the journal that I asked the masters, what is your name? So the name that was given to me was Sonar. And I literally had channeled the dolphin and the whales because they come to me in my dreams. So beautiful. And it's so lucid dreams, right? When they come, it's so huge. For 1 month of December, my dreams were all about flood, water, emotions, and obviously we actually had a flood in, I think, in Harrison Hot Springs, somewhere there in Chilliwack, because I canceled my trip there. But all these emotions are like affecting us, so we can refine, So the dolphins, where I was reading The Calling of the Dolphins, it was so fascinating. And also the whales, because there are the record keepers, because they've been here many lifetimes, right? Eons before us, and they're actually interconnected to the galaxy. So they're communicators through the sound system. So like the Syrians, the constellation of Syrians are connected to the sound frequency, right? It's an interlink. So the tones of the whales, they're actually sufficient to soothe the feelings of children, mentally and emotionally disturbed. So if you have children with challenges, and even if you're emotional, tune into the dolphins and the whales, because their amplified harmonic system brings resonance, the internal messages of cooperation, collaboration, collective, because they're really into that collective, right? Because they're helping us in our collective rising, collective consciousness. So I also tune into the water babies. There's actually babies that are born with the dolphins in the ocean. Well, my daughter-in-law had her water baby, Niska, in their home. So it was fascinating because now I'm tapping into the energies of the water, right? With the doctor, I couldn't seem to say his name. The Japanese doctor that did the crystalline, amazing crystalline field. He recalibrated the water. I will get you the name when I get up. And so the unity of purpose and harmony with the atmospheric pulsations that amplify energy. And this book also talk about Transmogrified. I never heard that word, just today. So what is Transmogrified? So for example, you saw the whales or the dolphin in a shirt, and so you have the feeling, it helps you to connect to your feelings of harmony, joy, right? Like that connection. So it's one way we can transfer the harmonious message they carry to receive its message of transmogrified awareness. You go into the entire crest system. So what is a crest system? It's a system of creating thought forms from cellular impulses. So you're receiving the verbal, when you're hearing the sound of the whales, visual messages. So those are the transmogrified message into the living enactment of the coded reception. So cool. I love these words. So the dolphins engage in the intergalactic sound network. So becoming aware of their binary codes, the humans, we are the transcribers encapsulated into human potential. And also we are the stardust, the oldest known substance. It takes you back into eons of time before the earth was created, into the planet of pure creation of the essence of fire. How cool is that? All this interlink. So the transference of a signal in visual, your eyes, right? You see the image and then transform it into the thought form, creating an image of a whale. The brain sees it, recognizes it, translates, and it's translated at a subconscious level. Cool. So that's how it's transmogrified. So that's the word for today, transmogrified. So as a teacher, I like studying. I'm an eternal student, eternal teacher. So it's like everything that I study, I want to give and I want to share. And that's how you actually help others transform their lives, right? Because we're all in this together. We are one. That's the universal law. So people who are watching me are resonating with me because we are one. We are interconnected. We are never alone, just like the dolphin and the whales connection and bringing us this amazing energy. So yeah, I'm just so happy to reconnect to the dolphins and the mermaids. And I'm actually a water sign, so I think I have a lot of past lives as a mermaid and connecting to the sound frequency, the energies of the whales and dolphins and the Syrians. Okay, so I think I want to show you who's that doctor. I am here in my home because it's cold outside, but I want to go to the beach, but this is making me just stay home and cozy, warm. So this is Dr. Masaru Emoto. Masaru Emoto. It's a beautiful, I just love the crystals, the crystalline fields. Masaru Emoto. Emoto, like emotions. Wow. Dr. Emoto. and the thing today is emotions, actually. Emotion. See how beautiful that is? Emotion and the sun. How gorgeous that is. The sun. And autonomic nerve, Hado. This is about gentleness, affection, being gentle with yourself, your emotions, and connecting to the central sun so you can have that strength. And then I did also the mermaids because I'm into the dolphins. Today is the soul cage. Rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. Maybe I'll bring them into my seat and talk about this message. Yes, I'm so in tune to my emotions, emotional body, to what I needed to create. And I'm so excited. I've been teaching a lot this month. This year starts with Akashic Records level 1 and level 2 for both Filipinos and Canadians. So basically, I focus on teaching live in Zoom with these beautiful souls, and just blessed to have the capacity to ability to share the gifts of Akashic Records. So I could also talk about the Akashic Records. So, you know, it is not only psychic reading, it's soul level. So when an Akashic Records tap into your book of life, that is your journeys throughout your lifetime in the galaxy, you know, in your past lives, all timeline, dimension, space, and reality. But because we are, you know, we can only hold so much, so not in, you know, just enough information that you can handle so you can assimilate and integrate the lessons or the awareness that the record keepers are giving you. So there are the record keepers, the gatekeepers. So our soul is in its highest integrity. So it's like it is in a vault. Nobody can touch your soul, your records, except with your permission. So that's when you come into a reading or a healing session with a record, Akashic record reader, right? So now, when the level 1 is actually about your planetary body, your incarnation, because of the density of the human consciousness, the unconscious state, you are unconscious of your true essence, which is your the divine light, right? Because that's the true essence, is the divine light that is connecting you into the cosmos, the galaxy, the universal, and into the Mother Earth, because we are all one, just like a full circle, like what you're seeing here, this the seed of life, right? Connecting to all one. When we are able to understand the bigger picture of this incarnation, we're able to be in a higher perspective. So then we're resonating to the higher self, which is the God essence, the soul. Because your soul is huge, right? Like when you're sleeping, you're out of your body, you're traveling, astral travel, right? So when you start opening your Akashic records, you're connecting to the masters of light, to those beings that are helping our planetary ascension. So as we clear and ascend, that means clearing all these low vibrations, unconscious thoughts, beliefs, patterns about yourself, your bondages. The planet, Mother Earth, is also raising her vibrations. That's why there's a lot of catastrophe, cataclysms that are happening in Mother Earth, the climate changes, all of this, viral interference. Those are all cleansing and purification state. We are now in that stage because we're preparing our consciousness into the fifth dimensional fifth dimension. Okay, so in the fifth dimension there is more harmony, unified consciousness, just really love, unity, harmony, peace. Well, before we can get into that fifth dimension, our third dimension and the fourth dimension, which is the astral is the Anunnaki, the interferences, the manipulations, the you know, all of that conspiracy theory, right? And the noise in the media, all of that, the fear, all of that needs to release. So that's why you're seeing all of this. We're in this Aquarian age. So Aquarian age is the revolution, radical change. We need to evolve. So all of these planetary shifts and alignment can assist us in understanding vibrations, energy, and sound system dimensions, right? So all the channels, the like Barbara Handclough, Barbara Mercinia from Pleiadian, Patricia Corey from Syrian. So all of these channels are actually a part of our consciousness that we asked to sign for when we want to incarnate in this body, right? So kind of like in the ether, in the Akash, you have co-created all of this material manifestation, and collectively we co-created this chaos. So we are all a part of this. So the way to navigate through the chaos is to become still.